Today I'm going to confront the supercar dealer that sold me a broken Lamborghini Aventador SV that I purchased for £270,000 blind before paying for the car. I was promised that it was mint. I took his word for it as I thought Philip Ireland was a reputable dealer, but I had no idea this was going to be one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I took delivery of the car and instantly I noticed something was wrong. The paint was completely different. Colors indicated that this car had potentially been in a crash, but this was just the beginning of all my problems. After driving less than 100 miles, multiple errors appeared on the car, but the biggest problem of them all was the gearbox. Philip stated that the problems with the car had happened after I bought it, but today I'm going to show you proof that this car had all these problems all along. As Philip was refusing to help with resolving the issues on the car, there was only one place I could go, and that was Lamborghini Edinburgh. Lamborghini diagnosed the SV as needing a complete new gearbox. The problem with that is a gearbox for an Aventador can cost upwards of £50,000, and as Philip Ireland's customer service is non-existent, I would have to sort this all out myself. This meant buying this SV was about to get even more expensive than it already has been, and Philip had left me, the customer, to sort out all the problems myself. Philip stated that it was me who had caused the problems with the car, like the gearbox fault, in a short time that I owned it. This couldn't be further from the truth. Previously, GVE had told us that before the car had been sold through Philip, it was previously sold by GVE twice. The problem is they didn't say that they knew the car was broken all along, including the gearbox. After the last video, I had a lot of messages and comments all supporting me, which was amazing, but I received one message that I could not believe. So the previous owner of the SV sent me a message. Hi Nico, I thought I'd reach out. I purchased the SV from GVE in January 2021. I noticed the car straight away as I personally had the strut brace painted the same color as the car. I do this to all my Lamborghinis. I sold it back to them in April 23 and it had constant issues from paint, suspension, gearbox problems. The car broken down and wouldn't start again. I sent this back to GVE under warranty and they're supposed to change the supercapacitor. But did they actually? I'm happy to send you pictures if you would like. The previous owner claimed that the car had problems before I bought it, but that doesn't prove that GVE knew about that. But the next message I received confirms that it actually did. And a previous employee of GVE reached out and sent me all the photos of the car at the time and said, GVE sold the car in this state in March 23. EML on, gearbox lights on. They sold the car in this state. I really don't know how to feel about this. I feel betrayed. Here are photos of my car at GVE years before it being sold through Philip Ireland. And what do you know? There it is. The same gearbox fault I'm getting 4 years later. Philip Ireland stating that I caused all the issues, including the gearbox, myself. Well, I have proof of several owners that had exactly the same issue way before I owned the car. This to me shows that this car has never been 100%, and Philip sold me this car promising that it was. As soon as the car was sold, he washed his hands of all his responsibilities. And this was proven very difficult for Lamborghini to fix.
Unfortunately, that did not solve the whole problem. However, we are making progress. So Sean, my technician, has been asked to do a couple of checks and he has went back to them. So in the morning, I'm fully expecting them to come back and say, right, go ahead and do this.
This was not good news. A new gearbox from Lamborghini can cost upwards of £50,000, and as Philip is not willing to help, it was down to me to pay for it. Buying this car was a massive mistake, which is a shame, as to me, owning an Aventador has been always one of my dreams and it's now been ruined. But that was until I received this phone call stating that Lamborghini was going to cover the cost.
So we've been authorised through warranty for full gearbox replacement and we've had that authority already from them.
This was unbelievable news. Lamborghini didn't have to do this, but they had seen the videos and accepted that the gearbox wasn't 100% and agreed to solve this problem for me.
Hi Nico, you're through to Laura. So the gearbox is now fully completed, fully fitted, calibrations and geometry has been carried out. So if you're looking to come and collect the car, I'm going to say Thursday.
After months of the car being stuck at a dealership, unable to start it, it was finally time for me to collect the car, freshly painted, a new gearbox, and hopefully without any faults. Just exactly like how I wanted it when I bought it. Made it to Lamborghini Edinburgh. We're gonna pick up the Aventador SV, finally. That's the car, they put it under a thingy. I didn't even, I did just like, whatever, but they just put it up. Oh. Yes, born ready. Holy I forgot how nice that car actually is.
Finally back.
Yeah, f***ing right. There's one thing we need to do though. Phillip Ireland's sticker was still on the car, but once again, Lamborghini Edinburgh came to the rescue and removed it for me. Of course I don't want that on my car. Now I could call a few friends of mine to surprise them with the SV. I haven't started it yet, but we're going to start it together. Oh yeah, I forgot how comfortable this was.
Did you bring your pillows?
You remember our conversation last night about forgetting? Matt 1, Matt 2 and myself had a conversation yesterday about the fact that I always forget something. But this time I didn't forget anything that was Matt related. I forgot something Nico related, which was a pillow. Oh, it starts! Let her have it! Yes! It's alive. Engine management. Joking! Joking!
Stop making jokes, we've still got a 6-hour drive.
Unbelievable job done. I am incredibly happy. First of all, I don't know how it is to buy a car from you guys, but the way you guys have done this is unbelievable. If you want to buy a car, that's how you want an experience to be. Now it's finally time to take the SV for its first drive. Well, its first enjoyable drive. Alright, let's go get this ship on the road, son. I remember how uncomfortable it is, but how class it is at the same time. Like for me, the Aventador is the epitome of a supercar, right? That's how a supercar should look like. Ferrari looks nice and whatever, but this is just, this looks like...
It's iconic.
Emotion, that's how raw. I don't care, like that's what it screams. I'm gonna have to take the SV for a very long drive, and there's only one place I should go to. There's only one person I want to see, and that's of course Matt Armstrong. It was a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh to Matt, which was plenty of time to really enjoy every aspect of driving this amazing car. Finally being able to drive this car fault-free is amazing. I never thought I would be able to after all the problems with the car. And this is all I wanted all along. It's a shame that Phillip Ireland didn't want to help, but I just wanted to understand why he didn't want to help and ideally receive an apology for all the problems this has cost me. Don't get me wrong, it's not right what happened, and some of you may think that he should be paying for it, but as I said, all I wanted was a working car, and here it is. It's time to reach out to Phillip and see if he wants to meet me to talk everything through, because I have a lot of questions. We're gonna invite Phillip Ireland to come and meet me tomorrow. I want an explanation. I want to look Phillip Ireland straight in the eyes. There's a cafe called Caffeine Machine, or Caffeine and Machine, and that's local to him. That's something he is very often, so I want to see him there tomorrow. It's his own ground, and I hope that makes him feel safe, but I want to look this guy straight in the eyes. I want clear answers, because I just paid the bill to get this car to the state where it is now. So I texted Phillip Ireland inviting him to meet up with me in person to talk things through. We'll see if he's gonna accept my invite later in the video. Now all we can do, I guess, is wait. Well, I waited, however. I took the car to see Matt so he could give me his opinion about the car. What is your thoughts?
Good. This is how
like it?
This is how you should have bought it.
Yeah, I know. That's how it should have been. These stickers weren't on when I got it.
No, they weren't on. It was just paint. It was nothing there. So I think Lambo have actually re-stuck on your stickers.
Blue underneath it, weren't it?
So actually, Lambo's done an incredible job. Like, it's not just one color, but it's also a car without any faults. Matt, what do you think? Is this not the daddy now?
It's unbelievable.
Right.
It is a really good looking car.
Can I just point out that whenever I bought this car, these two were the first people to see the car, even before me, and they had already seen the color deficit, but just thought, oh, that's weird.
We won't tell you, we thought we'd keep it secret, but you've seen it straight away.
So then the drive began to a very special event at Santa Pot Raceway. However, it wouldn't be a road trip without something going wrong. And in this case, the police weren't as excited about me driving the SV as I was.
Somehow, the police have pulled Nico for not having an MOT. Yeah, he picked the car up from Lamborghini 2 days ago. How has Lamborghini let the car go without an MOT? His look just gets worse and worse. I don't know what's been said by a police officer, but Nico just attracts drama.
So he's literally driving to an MOT test centre at Jaguar Land Rover on a Saturday.
Get a police escort as well.
This only happens to Nico. It only happens to him. So yeah, we're full on getting a police escort. Off we go.
The police also told me that I needed new registration plates, so I organized that while Matt was making fun of me.
You know when you try to explain this to someone, oh, did you print any regis off this one? Yeah, I did, to an Irish guy with 2 phones. It's just not going to go well, is it? So what you've done is you've booked an MOT.
Yes.
So that's fine. Yeah. And now he's got legal plates.
Yes.
Are you? Is it taxed? No, because you can't tax it because he can't MOT it.
Yeah. But you drive into the MOT station.
He's made an effort.
With a detour.
Yeah.
My sat nav doesn't work. So I'm sitting here with I need to buy a map.
Yeah. So next thing is a map. I think there's one at Santa Pod.
With everything now sorted, I stuck on my new plates. So now once again, we would make our way to Santa Pot Raceway to meet back up with everyone for something very, very cool. We weren't speeding, we weren't doing nothing. But yeah, the car apparently didn't have MOT, was sorn. It's been an absolute mad couple of hours, the last 2 hours. They were like, yeah, we might need to seize the car. And I was like,
Not again.
what?
You've already got it.
The final test for the Lamborghini SV is now.
Drag strip.
The drag strip. This is nerve-wracking. We're all lining up now. But like, I've never done this before, so it's gonna be scary, and I really, really hope that the car is gonna survive. For my first race, I was gonna be racing our friend Dom in Matt's Audi RS6. You know, the crazy one? I was so nervous as I drove the SV up the starting line. After the amount of time it's taken me to get this car fixed, I needed it not only to work without a fault, but also prove that it was worth the wait by winning. As well as that, I would like the car to work after the race without any faults. I didn't have a brilliant start, but the SV was rapid down the straight. Fingers crossed that I win. After winning my first race, the SV was about to take on an even bigger challenge. When Matt decided to jump in the RS6 to race me himself. I was so happy with the SV's back-to-back wins, but as always, I was incredibly humble in my success. I won!
Helped us off the line. Didn't help us when we was getting up to speed.
You weigh 50 kilos, I weigh 200 kilos, so that weighs us up. Actually, I am actually heavier than you, like, in total.
The entire time it was Matt Armstrong's in the RS. Matt Armstrong's going to take on this Lamborghini, no mention. And then it got down to the finish line, and the commentators were like, "And who's won that?" "Oh, the Lamborghini!"
Of course! With the SV's final test complete, the event's organizers had some insane cars to show us. This one had a jet engine, so it might be a little quicker on the drag strip than me.
I've got internal bleeding. Oh my!
These people are not wise, mate. They're not wise. Can we go home now? As fun as this day had been so far, there was one thing I needed to do to finish the saga of repairing my SV. So it's now time to confront Philip Ireland with this car. I've sent him a message yesterday and he only replied today at like 5 p.m. He's quite surprised because he made all the false claims online. And why would it look good on me? Why would it look good on me to show up. So his text is, I know the facts, so do you. Yes, I definitely do. I think it's reasonable to ask, whenever you're reaching out, to acknowledge and apologize for the allegations you made. He says, I need to apologize for what? Being over by a car you sold, and you've been dishonest in the entire process. So I just replied, I will be in the area today. We can film this evening. You can tell your side of the story and close it off. This is your opportunity, and you not showing up won't look good. I'm being straight, I'm being honest. His reply, Nico, given your claims are entirely false, which claims were false, and that you've already manipulated 2 videos to construct a misleading narrative, this is not going to proceed on your terms. Well, only 24-hour notice, I have prior commitments. But he has time to meet me in his office. If it's the former, you can come to my showroom on an agreed date and time rather than a public venue. So he doesn't want to go to a public venue, he wants to go to his showroom. Why the hell does he think I need to go to his showroom? I done nothing wrong, mate. I bought a car, I got over by you. I sent him one final message he read, but it hasn't replied. It's completely up to you. We will be there at 8 p.m. The ending of this video is in your hands. Hopefully, see you there. Hasn't replied. So I think it's time to go to caffeine machine.
You're gonna love it. Have you never been?
Yeah, I have been once.
Oh, you have been once?
At Mom's class.
That's cool.
Class. So we're gonna go to caffeine machine. G's gonna bring the GT3. I'm driving the SV. And if you want to find out when I got the GT3 back, subscribe to the channel now. The next video is gonna be a belter.
As we drove the cafe in a machine in the sunset, I couldn't help but feel incredibly lucky that my SV was finally fixed and working flawlessly. But will Philip Ireland actually show his face?
So we're here. Now we're gonna wait and see if he shows up.
Will I finally get the chance to confront the car dealer that scammed me?
You've seen it all over the headlines, but what most people don't realize is that if you've had car finance, up to 40% of the agreements were actually missold. Supreme Court has confirmed claims involving discretionary commissions where dealers secretly hiking up your interest rates to earn more commission, and they're still valid. Millions of agreements are still affected with billions owed. Average payout over £1,000 per agreement. Reclaim 247 can search for any car finance linked to you since 2007, just with your name, address and date of birth. No paperwork, no car reg needed. If there's a claim, their solicitors handle everything. No win, no fee, no catch. It's free to check, it takes 60 seconds and you could be owed thousands in compensation. So what are you waiting for?
I hung around and got the opportunity to speak to a lot of car enthusiasts who were all very interested in the Lamborghini's journey, from being collected in Portugal to get its paint corrected, to getting a new gearbox and now finally being on the road again. There was one person, however, who clearly wasn't interested in ending this story on a good note.
It is 9:19 and Mr. Ireland hasn't showed up yet. And I said initially I would be here between 7 and 9. Then I texted him I'll be here from 8. He's not here, as expected, to be honest. He only wants to meet me in his showroom, not in a public place. I mean, Philip Ireland is known for threatening people, for being aggressive. I'm not the only one that has experienced that. And I think that is the reason he wants me probably in his own setting and not in a public place. And this is what you get when you buy a car from Philip Ireland. The Aventador SV case closed. Not the closure I wanted. What do you think?
It was nice that you've come all this way, that you actually turned up. And
it's just baffling, mate. Like, you face that head on. Problems occur. That's not the problem. How you fix it is the most important thing.
That's what you've said the entire way through this. You know, you've just wanted him to come forward and say, look, I'm sorry, or look, let's make it right.
Yeah.
And that's never happened.
I must say, the way Lamborghini Edinburgh has handled that case, absolutely spectacular, to say the least. Like, they made me feel like I was going to pick up a brand new car, and I didn't expect that. Like, they put the whole curtain on and stuff, and they really made a big effort to make it feel at least something special. And that was not even needed, but like, that's how it should be. And that is why I would say only buy a car from someone that is properly trusted.
So tell me this, Nico, what's next?